My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. Oh, small capsule and a silver crucible, really? For me? I mean, there's a bunch of question marks on the left-hand side if I want to hit the, silver crucible and then try and get question mark upgrades. I'm not against it. Especially considering how dense the right path is with just so many fights. What would be the best version of the right path? It'd still be the 3 early question marks, and then it probably even incorporates the 2 elite midline. Late shop's pretty good. The only problem is that guarantees that we have to take a 3rd elite by the end of the act. I guess we are Necrobinder at least. Waterfall Giant. I'm pushed in a couple of different ways for going some sort of Doom deck. I actually like that a lot more, especially considering the double shop at the very end of it all on the other side. In fact, oh damn. You know, we'd be trading health. It's exclusive with the first rest. Actually, this is a much better path taking over to the right here. I just hope none of these question marks are a normal fight, because then I'll have tier 2 fights here, and that could take like 30 HP away from us. Really depending on our setup. Actually, with the Silver Crucible, it'll be less than that. Let's take it. Ooh. Interesting. So killing the back line next turn is ideal. But I'm not going to be able to do that. I literally just don't have the damage for it. So kill the front line in 3 turns time? That's not going to happen. It's probably the front line in 2 turns time then. Yeah. Single defend, double strike, so that I have the ability to set you down with a single action. And unleash to the back line. Unfortunately here, you've still got that singular large hit coming in. Bodyguard, defend. I can defend 10? Alright, fine. And then I get 2 turns free. So, like, I take 6 damage for it, but it's probably the least damage I could have least damage I could have taken there. Reap, Negative Pulse, and Sikkim. The reason I don't want to take Sikkim as my first card is because, like, I have to take cards from the next 3 selections, or next 2 selections at the absolute least. And if they're all Osti cards, Sikkim is pretty cool. If they're not, Sikkim is worse than a strike. Because at least I can upgrade a strike to do 9 damage. Reap is pretty good for a single target, but maybe I take Negative Pulse, sort out AoE earlier. Ooh. Enchant a basic strike or defend with Spiral, play it an additional time, or take 21 HP, which here would only be 18 for us. I'll go Spiral on a strike, just so that we have some additional damage even in the deck. Bad turn. Really would have liked to do some damage there. Yeah, because otherwise we have this turn where I have to take some damage. Word. Debilitate, Shroud, and Scourge. So Shroud is really good with the Negative Pulse, gives us a huge amount of additional block on the AoE fights, but I think Scourge is really good for single target Doom. And I think I need this before I need this. Debilitate's also fine, but I have no support for it in the deck, so I'll take the ones that are immediate. Okay. Oh! Oh, yeah! I've been hoping to see this event for a while. Great. Okay, so let me enchant 2 cards with Steady. Why? You know how good Steady has been? I'm every time I've come to this event recently, I've been thinking, oh, I wish I didn't have a shop in the next space. I want to spend 99 and get 2 cards, just retain. Just 2 good cards. Retain. Retain? Retain. Done. I mean, I could also do it to Unleash, but I'm not gonna do like an Osti HP build, so I'll do Retain on these two. Still better to play it that turn, I'm pretty sure. Got him. I mean, if I'm getting another card, it's Scourge too, I guess. I need to find some energy. Is this... I think this is just triple defend, hold Scourge. Because if the enemy's not going down this turn, it doesn't really matter. 6, 6, 7. I can take 1 down. Okay, I did that because I know negative pulse retains. So even if I drew it, we were going to be okay. Oh, I should have used the other Scourge because I knew they were going to be able to get that summon off. Oops. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. No escape for every single obvious reason. It's the scaling doom damage we need. Now I would love to secure my survivability at this point. Let me rest because we've got 2 elites before I next get the opportunity. And of course, because I've added no defense to speak of in this deck. Beautiful. No more Abyssal Worm. Whetstone, upon pickup, upgrade to random attacks. I will take a Misery, hoping to give it the ability to retain. I take Misery here beforehand, hoping it gets retained, and it does. I wonder if maybe I dodge that shop, because it's not going to have a lot of value for me with as little money as I have. Thank heck Misery retains. Woof if it didn't. Imagine that. Try and equalize everyone's health a little bit. Negative Pulse. Scourge. Throw in Misery there. Everyone's dead. Drop another defend and wait. Wahoo! Vambrace. First time you gain block from a card each combat. Double the amount gained. Bone shards. Do I need that in a world where I've got the negative pulse? I think not. Reeve Poke. I actually don't think I need those either. I think they defocus our deck and make us less strong. We also know who the upcoming is, don't we? It's... Oh, crumbs. Actually, this might be a problem. Have I removed a card from the deck yet? I have nay. I could hit this shop and then remove a card from the deck, I guess. My concern is I have no additional defense, and this is going to be, this elite, no matter who it is going to be the final elite we have on this floor, which is going to be the, shambling, skulking, coral guy? Forgot his name. Shambling Colony, Skulking Colony, something like that. I was elected to play, not to read. Unless I'm elected to specifically read and play. That's a completely different kind of game. This isn't a reading game. This is a playing game. Yeah, the Shambler wants me to deal consistent block, a thing I am really bad at, and one card is not going to change. I could probably survive the fight if I rested here, but then I also have to rest at the next campfire. I don't think I take this elite, which means I can't take the shot. Curiously, I actually think a rest is easy to do here, so I will take this fight, and then the question mark, and then we'll decide what kind of condition we're in. I always forget to play the correct Scourge. There we go. Pass, Putrefying Wisp. Wisp is actually okay in the first cycle just because of the amount of draw we have from the double Scourges. Take it. Oh, you are a shop. Hey, Shroud is here! When you apply Doom, gain 2 block. And another negative pulse. Hey, damn. Oh, alright. Well done. You got me, game. You got me. You absolutely got me. Does that make me go to a shambling fight? I don't think it does. Especially if I don't want to have to rest immediately after this combat again. Prioritize Bodyguard there. Hell yeah. Great find. Fire Potion, Grave Warden right hand, and Afterlife. I'm happy to take a Grave Warden. Cover a little bit more defense. Gives us a soul. Shroud's gonna want an upgrade, and I can definitely afford to do it. Oh, hold up. Throwing a soul into my draw pile is not going to be worth spending Vambrace there, especially because I know the enemy attacks big on the second and third turns. Shroud Scourge. Alright. Defend. It's probably best I just never draw Misery again in this fight. It's one of my worst cards, so... Negative Pulse, no escape. I just want to cycle back to no escape and negative pulses. Oh, and Scourges. Got to give the Scourges their due. This is certainly the position for a Grave Warden. Damn, we actually managed to full block that turn. And... there we go. I'll keep the negative pulse with retain for the next turn. Hell yeah. Good fight. Spirit of Ash. Whenever you play an ethereal card, gain 4 block. A thing I don't do. Domain. Study a turn, gain energy and draw a card. I love gaining energy and drawing cards. And Hang. Deal 10 damage, double the damage of all Hang cards this combat. I mean, Hang is no escape, right? Like, it's a win condition that isn't a win condition until I see it a couple of times. That said, the Scourges happily make no escape a win condition in the first cycle, whereas in order to make Hang like a win condition in the first cycle, I need Grave Blast, Dredge, things like that. I think just getting more material from Domain is going to be really useful. Paying for it is going to be a little difficult, so the upgrade on that's going to need to come pretty soon. Strength doesn't matter to me much in this deck, so I'll take a Color's Potion instead. That's interesting. Snackle Eye would give me the ability to play the Domain very easily. Unfortunately, every other card in the deck gets, on average, worse. Transform all strikes and defends. You know, the exciting thing about that is the card that the strike transforms into gets replay 1. It retains replay 1. Unfortunately, we don't retain the additional... I mean, damn, that actually... yeah! Oh, uh-oh, Forbidden Grimoire. Hang on. If I was excited to remove all of those from the deck and get random cards, you know how excited I would be to remove those from the deck and get no cards in return? Forbidden Grimoire. At the end of your combat, you may remove a card from your deck. Eternal. So remove. Probably eventually bodyguard. Bodyguard's... maybe. Definitely Unleash. Unleash isn't a real source of damage for me. Oh, sick. I can do all of that and then just die immediately against the first phase of the test subject next floor. Hell yeah. Actually, I do think the Scourges and the No Escape would make that not much of an issue. I sincerely think, like, if we cut cards out of this deck, we can get it to a really, really disgusting deck pretty quickly. Play Shroud and Negative Pulse and just big block pretty much every turn from turn 1. However... do I take like I want to take as many fights as possible if I have the... let's stop if. Now that I have the Forgotten Grimoire, let's see how I utilize it best. I think I need a decent amount of normal combats, but also, like, I don't want to eschew events. They're still good. Also, paying for a removal, actually still not threatening. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card removal opportunities on this floor if I played in all of the elite fights. I'm pretty good at elite fights on this floor, to be clear. My worst elite fight this floor is the Flesh Cube. And if I get a little more block, that's not a problem. I guess I could also just take 2 more fights. Guaranteed removals. The only problem is the fight's getting harder, right? Like, I don't want to be fighting, you know, elite killer by here. Let's... Warden... Negative Pulse and Scourge. Backline dies, frontline stunned. Scourge until I get the Forbidden Grimoire out, and Bodyguard's probably not going to be as helpful as just trying to race for the kill, I think. Never mind, Bodyguard really would have helped save 4 HP this turn. Nope. Very happy to see cards I don't care about there. I'll happily take another Grave Warden. And a Flash of Steel suits me just fine. Enchant attack with Vigorous 8. No, you can have a Colorless Potion if you give me 10 max HP about it. Oh. I mean, yeah, if this removes a defend... Unleash? You know what? That's a strike. Unleash is basically a strike in this deck, let's be real. Get out of here. The removal! Oh my god, the removal! Well, actually, yeah, I don't have a block card this turn, so I will play Domain. You got me. Go, both down. Perfect. I love it when you show me cards I don't want. Then I don't have to take any. I've got 2 elites before the next rest opportunity, so I will take a rest here. Not thrilled about it, but I will do it. And also, it's fine, because the deck really is pretty well upgraded at the moment. Save the domain. Oh my god, this is the perfect opening turn against pretty much the perfect enemy for it. Actually... I should probably save that Negative Pulse for a later turn. Just use your Scourge. See, that one's got Retain. It's pretty good. Play that next turn, play Misery, and pretty much everyone dies, and I win the video game. And they give me a Medal of Honor? I know, I was surprised too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it dies after the other two come back up. You know, the annoying thing is that's about to happen again. There you go. So I've got to manually kill this Decimillipede somehow? 9, got him. Heart of Iron, gain 7 blading, Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. I don't know if another negative pulse needs to go in this deck. Yeah, actually, yeah, because I'm replacing all of the defense with negative pulses. Red Mask! At the start of combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Yes! I will take the plate in this. I'll even Wisp to negative pulse, play Domain. I get to keep the Scourge. I take no damage, a thing I didn't think was going to happen. Scourge for the draw, negative pulse, and no escape for the damage. Quote unquote damage. Yeah, this is the problem. This 30 damage turn here, that's where our problems really began. And it seems shortly after that, ended. Scourge. Just absolutely no escape. I'll do it. And that was the worst elite fight we'll have this floor, by the way. Pantograph at the start of box combat, heal for 25 HP. Hell yeah, now I don't need to heal. Invoke's good, but it's too late for an unupgraded Invoke, in my opinion. 100 is still the removal cost. Wow, another negative pulse. Sleight of Flesh, also there. Sleight of Flesh does a lot of damage, and we have 1, 2, 3 copies of negative pulse in the deck. I could definitely spring for a Sleight of Flesh. It's just a little bit more expensive setup as well with the domain, but it speeds up floor fights, especially if I can afford to get it out. I'd love an energy relic of some description. I'm kind of treating domain that way, but it's not always going to be the case. Sometimes it's going to be bad. Now, Duplicator is a really good card, and it's really got a lot of potential in the endgame, but I could also just use it to remove 2 cards in this fight. I'm wondering if maybe you'll sit and sigh, thinking that I were there. Then I Scourge him. Stop that. Ooh. Shroud. Flash. Negative pulse. I'm not even gonna play the Grimoire. Oh, I wanted to. Oh, I definitely wanted to. Let's drop Domain, Grave, and Bodyguard. Take a little bit of heat here, but the additional draw and additional energy will make up for it 10 times over. And we managed to develop our Forbidden Grimoire. Perfect. I don't think I need to throw any additional resources into this. Yeah, no escape just comes out in turn's time. Parrying Shield. If you end your turn with at least 10 block, deals 6 damage to a random enemy. I mean, if the Enfeebling Touch is upgraded, who am I to say no? I really should. fucking used a potion that fight. Hindsight 2020. Let's remove a defend. Oh boy, I might even just use a potion immediately in this fight. This is a scary combat. Shroud, Grave Warden, Grimoire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play a couple of negative pulses until I've had any impact on this board. And everything's okay, and in fact, good now. Scourge and Misery. Now both of you die. And I ascend. Full aggro. Damn, how? Yep, I trust in Negative Pulse. It's just a super upgraded defend, you see. I want all of those Negative Pulses upgraded. I'm gonna upgrade Sleight of Flesh instead, though, because we're right before a boss fight. I'll throw Enfeebling Touch just to keep it in the deck. It's pretty good defense. And this enemy does have a multi-attack turn, not that I can defend against it here. Oh, nice. I'll leave this off. We got a Domain there out, so we got an additional energy and card draw each turn. That's huge. Sadly, even though I block a lot, I don't block enough. Sleight of Flash, Flash of Steel, then I'm going to double Escape, because I get to keep the Scourge and the Negative Pulse. Enfeebling Touch, no damage. Get further and further and further away. I've definitely taken enough Negative Pulses by the way. Probably by couple miles as well, actually. Well, I didn't get down to the card I was looking for, but that's okay. I can still full defend without it. Oh, there's the Enfeebling Touch I was looking for. Oh, another. Yes. Yep, that'll do it. You're doomed? That's it, buddy. You're doomed. Ooh, Neuro Surge. That helps us set up our two costly things. Oh, baby. That's so good. And our deck is fast enough that we shouldn't have to worry about the downside of Neuro Surge at all. Upgraded Strike. We're going to get to the point where I start removing Negative Pulses that I added. Enthralled, unfortunately, can't be removed from the deck, so I can't add that. Start a combat, put a random power from your draw pile into your hand. It's free to play. Okay. Sometimes that'll hit the Grimoire, but most of the time that'll hit something really useful for me. Like, even Neuro Surge in the open can is great. I mean, that was a pretty bad Neuro Surge in the opening hand. It was still fine. Ooh. Yeah, I missed out on a couple defends there because I didn't have the card out. Oops. Okay, next time I draw... Yeah, no escape, it's lethal. It took a little bit more damage in that fight than I thought it was going to. It was a little slower as well than I thought it was going to be. Let's get rid of one of the negative pulses. Oh my god. There we go. I was about to say, I still haven't played out my Dark Grimoire! Ooh, Afterlife, summon 9, and it exhausts. It's like Bodyguard, but better. I will now remove one negative pulse, and, you know, I'm gonna take that Afterlife. Perfect. Sleight of Flesh. Scourge. Oh boy. Scourge. Negative Pulse. Wisp. It's not important I play the Forbidden Grimoire right now. It almost feels more important to get rid of the Cubex. 10 less damage incoming. Still no damage dealt to my actual body yet, so we're all good. Don't need another Sleight of Flash. There's a little bit of appeal in a weakened potion. Oh, it got domain. That's the best outcome. Damn, so you doom, but you still come in with a prompt. But I think your prompt would be an attack if I did poison instead of doom there. Like if you died before the end of your turn rather than at the end of your turn. I mean, yeah, we can get this deck down to a degree where we cycle no Scourges consistently. Or Scourges and Miseries, or whatever the case is really calling for, it looks like. Given we're dealing with single targets, I think Shroud number 2 is actually really good, especially considering Neurosurge is giving us a Doom trigger every single turn, so it's a lot of block we get out of that Shroud. I will now remove Bodyguard, actually. I'm coming close to removing that Strike. I haven't found a way to transform it yet. Yeah, I can easily remove a debt from this deck. Ooh. Yeah, I'll look at a common card, why not? Oh, and we found the rare! Nope, don't care. Putrefy? Yeah, I'll take that. Transfigure. Go Transfigure. Yep. Warbane upgrades to yeah, it hit transfigure. Oh. Let me upgrade Neuro Siege. Stone Calendar, 52 damage to all enemies at the end of turn 7. That negative pulse will get upgraded because that one's staying. I don't play that many 2 costs, so Danse Macabre is not that important. I could pay to remove a debt, or I could just retain my first hand. I think that's probably going to be a lot better for us. And then Shroud up. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Let us transfigure Scourge just to draw deeper. I think that is it. Oh no, just negative pulse, I think. So that also moves another turn of weak to both of the backliners. Great. Soul in the draw pile. We'll get back to misery pretty soon. So now everyone's fully debuffed. Perfect. See, all's well that ends well. Bag of preparation. Hell yeah. I draw 2 additional cards in the opening turn. Friendship is interesting. It's additional energy, which is historically what I've been asking for. And it doesn't interfere negatively with our deck at all. I mean, Death's Door is more consistent defense and kind of maybe exactly what I need, actually. I wish it wasn't, but I'll click the one that I need more. Nope. Don't care about any of those. Phantagraph will heal me when I get into the boss fight. I will upgrade this Grave Warden. I'm going to transfigure Domain. I still haven't even got any Doom on any targets. Shroud, negative pulse, then Enfeebling Touch solves all incoming damage. I'll Putrefy and then Wither once. Great. This gives me an opportunity to set up Slight, remove Wither, Enfeebling, and Forbidden Grimoire. I'm going to transfigure Death's Door because it's always just going to be a full block for me now every time I draw it. And then I want to be able to draw back to it consistently. Let's get rid of Wither and Wither. I haven't even started putting Doom on you, but reaching this is what I needed to do. Now I can put a stupid amount of Doom on you. Scourge. Scourge. Ash of Steel draws a card, puts a Wither into the discard pile because it tries to generate into a full hand. I want to transfigure No Escape, but I won't be able to play it afterwards. So then I'll just follow up instead with another Negative Pulse, set up some more... Doom. I'll use Transfigure on a Scourge here as well. There's the Death's Door I was talking about. And the rest of that turn also follows as expected. There goes Eon. Domain in the opening hand. Hell yeah. Let's have a look at this power potion. I mean, do I want an energy and 2 less strength, or an energy and a card each turn? I don't really attack, so Reperform is not anything here for us. I do think I still just duplicate or a domain. It's still incredible. Shroud, Afterlife. Perfect. Shroud, then... Second Negative Pulse. I'll transfigure No Escape earlier than I did last time. I'll also... Misery the front line. Actually, I'll Putrefy Misery the front line just to throw all of that to the back line. Then start working on your Doom. So we've got Neurosurge for the second cycle. Couple souls into the draw pile will get us back to that No Escape faster. Actually, Misery on the back line spreads to the front line, and then I'm going to Scourge, Transfigure, Neurosurge, Soul. Oh, there's the Misery again. Cool, now I'll spread from the front line to the back line. And then Neurosurge, Neurosurge, Neurosurge. Because I gotta. Can I draw back to it? Can I go stupid mode? How stupid mode can we go? Not as stupid mode as I wanted. We'll just give you 1,500 Doom. I think that might be enough. Oh, damn, it looks like it was. Oh, good fight, buddy. Good fight. I've come here with my mask and backpack to depose you. Victory. Like 20 cards in a single turn? You're more than welcome. Happy to have done so. The power of a thin deck. Finally utilizing the Forbidden Grimoire to a point where pretty much on turn 1 every single time we went ridiculous mode. For the moment, my name? Oh, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire too, top left. There's been series playlists for all my content on the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting it are public on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of the thank day and a special thanks this episode to Seamus. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully see you all next time.